Woo! Clouds are open. 60 miles an hour. Part number 2. And it's still freaking hot. What's going on, everybody? This helmet for life. Whoa, man, still hot. Cruising around on my 2007 Honda Shadow. Just kind of want to talk about different things. Kind of my idea. Kind of different categories for the way I see it for your motorcycle proficiency that I think is like learner, beginner, intermediate, and then you would get into intermediate professional and professional. And I'll talk about each a little bit. Just the way I think about it. There's no classifications that I know of, but just the way I think about it. The learner, I think, would be someone that just got their learning permit, may or may not know anything about a motorcycle, may not know how to shift it, know where the clutch is, they don't know nothing, or they could know and just haven't ridden yet. You would go from a learner to a beginner. The learner, once they're comfortable enough, they will become from a learner on a learning permit to a beginner. Now there's a lot of people that would consider themselves intermediate that are still beginners, and it doesn't matter how long you've been riding. And I fell into this category for quite a while. Didn't realize until I took the MSF course. I mean, I would get on my bike and, I'd take corners, wouldn't take them real sharp, but I could ride around. I mean, I thought I was okay. But going from a beginner to intermediate, really to me, is knowing how to properly counter steer the bike. Knowing if your rear oh, I gotta try that again. Suck down a bug. Okay. I guess you're in a bigger hurry than me. It's a 55, I'm doing 65, whatever. I'm just cruising. Alright, so we'll go straight. What the heck? Follow this idiot. That spot's wet. Alright, let's try that again. So you got learner, you're on a permit, and you get comfortable on the bike, you go from learner to beginner. The difference between beginner and intermediate, which would be the next step that I think would be the next step. Once you understand how to use counter steering properly, how to counter steer, and how to do it properly, what happens when your rear tire brake locks up or your front tire locks up. If you're going in the corner, there's a lot, you know, I see a lot of videos where, and everybody's done it. Everybody that's been on a bike has done it. And that would be, you're going around the corner, you're doing real good, and a vehicle's coming, or you think you're going too hot, you're going too fast, and you sit there and look at it, and you look at it, you look at the car, you look at the curb, and you go where you look. So there's been a lot of videos where you're like, man, I was going too hot around this corner. Well, you know, you look at their video, and they're not leaning over like a lot. They're on a sport bike. You know, I've never been on a sport bike, but sport bike lean angles are a lot more than a cruiser is. But on a cruiser, like the one, you know, like the Shadow I've got, I haven't quite got there yet, but I've seen videos, and I can lean it until my foot pegs touch the asphalt. Now I know on a sport bike, you should be able to lean it over basically till you're dragging your boots. Now a lot of these videos that I've seen, and like I said, everybody's done it. You're going around the corner. Sometimes, you know, you get distracted and you're going around the corner. Crap, I'm going too hot. I need to slow down. So, you know, there's another vehicle coming in from the other lane, and it distracts you, and you know, the comments later is, man, oh, I was going in too hot, man, and but you look, you know, look at the video, you're like, well, then he's not leaned in. He could have kept on the throttle, counter steered a little bit more, and went through. But a lot of the videos is you get spooked, you let off the throttle, then you get spooked a little bit more, so you put on the brakes. Well, you can either turn, lean, that is, you can lean, or you can use your brakes, but not both. You sort of can, but you really can't. Especially in a panic situation. Because, you know, if you put on your brakes while you're in a lean, it straightens you up, so, you know, you're going around the right-hand corner. Either a car spooks you, and so you're going around the corner, you let off the throttle, and it's jumping a little bit, you're staring at the vehicle, or the cow, a bird, a cat, dog, whatever it is, creek, big ditch, and then you panic, and then man, I need to slow down, so I think I'm going too fast, and then get the brakes, and then you stand the bike up. Then you end up going toward the ditch, or jumping the bike, or which, you know, you could have just, you know, you still might have went down anyway, but you could have kept the throttle going, counter steered a little bit more, looked where you wanted to go instead of the car, the vehicle, or whatever, and go around. Now the ones that's been riding a while, if they say, man, I took that corner too hot, you know, the low side, then yeah, they was probably going in too hot. You know, the ones that have been taking corners and corners and corners, or their actual tires going around these corners, man, they needed new tires, or it wasn't hot enough, it was too cold, and then raining, hit the gravel, you know, there's different things like that. But you know, what I'm saying is, the majority of people probably think they're intermediate, that are actually beginners, and you know, that's why that safety course is a pretty good idea if you haven't taken it, or at least watch, buy, rent, acquire the twist of the wrist 1 or 2. I actually watched number 2 and had quite a lot of useful information on it. Suspension, braking speed, anything that has to do with bikes in general. And actually the motor cop guy, Jerry Palladino, I'm going cruising here and in the church parking lot. But like the Jerry Palladino, that motorcycle cop guy, they've got a really good training, and it's pretty cool. I mean, anybody can take one of those huge cruisers and go around. If I can ever get this thing in neutral. Doesn't like neutral. Specificity, your take 2. Your motorcycle proficiency. Now let me take that back. You go from a learner. That sucks. I'm not trying my intercom. Enough? Okay, where was it? Now I'm lost. Alright, going from a beginner to a learner. That was good. Alright, speed up and try again. Yeah, that's why 4 hours of footage gets you, what, 15 minutes of actual good stuff? Separates the good ones from the bad ones, right?